Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, it's I, SNM, and we are at the great stadium that is Geodis Park. And today we're doing an unboxing on a Matchworn shirt. As you can see from the title of the video, this shirt was actually worn in this stadium in a national team match where the US faced Switzerland, and it did not go as planned at all. I will say it did go as planned, just how Switzerland planned it probably, and it was not a surprise. I wouldn't call it a surprise. We lost 4-0. The U.S. lost 4-0. Switzerland's a team that, I do support from the European side of things. Apparently my family heritage traces back there. However, I wish they didn't beat us 4-0, but I'm not surprised. So anybody who was surprised, you're crazy, but the U.S. team is not good. It's just how it is. And yeah, we need a leader. Great players, not a great team. But I did get this shirt from Matchwornshirt.com, and the price of it, there you go. Yeah, that was a hammer price on it. I'm happy to have gotten this one, and I was pretty much always going to get this shirt once it went up for auction. It's a U.S. national team shirt, of course, and it is of a player who calls this stadium his home. Not just because it's in America, but because of the club that, plays here, Nashville SC. So, I'm going to go ahead and flip this up. We do have this fabrics tip tag here, as well as a congratulations, you're now the exclusive owner of a unique and irreplaceable Matchworn shirt product. Your product embodies all the drama and intensity of a specific moment in sporting history. So it belongs to you, treasure forever, the fabric of the game. Then we have the fabrics, future of authentication and authentication instructions and all that, pretty much like a COA kind of thing. And we'll just go ahead and grab that and set it over here to the side. Actually, I'm going to put it in the box it was shipped in so it doesn't blow away. Not very windy, but you still don't want to take any chances. One thing with Matchworn shirt is their boxes, they end up breaking on the binds a lot whenever you fold it out like that. So I'm going to try not to do that too much. It's probably going to happen. But we'll go ahead and flip open that paper there, and there it is. We have the USA kit. It also says on the inside, follow them on all their social media and stuff. So great company, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the shirt itself. So here it is. Walker Zimmerman. I showed the front of it. I spoiled it. But there's the back. Walker Zimmerman. We do have the gay font, the pride font. Has several different flags. Even has a trans rights one and all that stuff. But this shirt right here is such a beauty of a shirt. I love this design. I think they actually killed it on this US kit. This is the away shirt that they released not too long ago as well. This is actually the first match in which they played in it. So that's really, really cool. And to have a player such as Zimmerman on it is sick. I'm a Nashville SC fan. I'm an American. I support the U.S. men's national team. And this was his first time playing at Geodis Park with the U.S. shirt on. So it's cool to have that and have pictures you'll be seeing on the screen that I took personally with him wearing the shirt. But I had a great time at the match. I'm going to go ahead and put this on a hanger so it's not, I'm just holding it kind of awkwardly the whole time when I'm talking. But Walker Zimmerman, beast on the back line. I understand that a lot of people don't like it when he's a part of the national team squad. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be changed on the national team squad, but all in all, he's a player that I love. I think he's deserving of it just as much as anybody is. I think he's deserving of the spot for sure. We do have a fabric tip here underneath as well. You can pair it up to your phone or put your phone up to it and it'll bring up the information. Also like the little details on the inside of the collar right there saying one nation, one team, 40 years. But the crest, nice, rubberized, cereal, and same with Nike, swoosh, the logo there. But we also have the signature of Zimmerman. I like that they did it in silver marker. It makes it just pop that much more. And it looks absolutely spectacular. So while you're looking at the close-ups of the shirt, I did want to go over some of the details of the match. I already mentioned it did finish 4-0 to Switzerland. It did take place on June 10, 2025, of course, here in Nashville at Geodis Park Stadium that is behind me. But there's 4 goal scorers. Manzambi in the 36th minute, and Bolo in the 33rd minute, Abisher in the 23rd minute, and then the first goal by Ndoye in the 13th minute. Zimmerman, via SofaScore, finished with a 6.3 rating. So one of the lower ratings on the squad, but well, pretty much at the bang average mark, to be honest. But he did play all 90 minutes. He had 4 clearances, 1 total tackle. He won 2 of his 3 ground duels and won the only aerial duel that he ended up having. He lost possession 9 times, was fouled once, fouled somebody once. He had 87 touches. His passing accuracy was 91%, with 69 of the 76 passes being completed. He had 7 of his 11 long balls accurate, and that's pretty much that. But great player, and it's nice to have a match-worn US shirt in the collection finally, and for it to be Walker Zimmerman, a player that, you know, is very important to my club team, Nashville SC. It's huge. It's a great one to have, and the fact that it's actually a stunning design of a shirt just makes it that much better. And the fact that it took place here at Geodis Park is grand as well. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm SNL, and adios.
All right, so I'm doing a little voiceover here after the outro because a lot has changed since I recorded the unboxing. So I did record the unboxing on June 29, 2025. It is currently November 28, 2025 when I'm doing this voiceover. And Walker Zimmerman is no longer a Nashville SC player. Very emotional stuff. Very heartbroken about it, but these things happen in sports. It is what it is. However, he's a legend of the club. There was first news reported that Zimmerman would be leaving the club on November 12th, and then on November 17th, when Nashville officially announced end-of-season roster decisions, it included the news that Zimmerman's contract had expired and he would not be re-signed. However, like I said before, legend of the club. He started our first MLS match, he scored our first MLS goal, and he captained us to our first trophy, that lovely U.S. Open Cup in Austin, Texas, on October 1st, 2025. So, love that he was able to get some silverware with us before he left. But yes, the captain of our club, and, you know, with 147 appearances and 13 goals as a center back, that's not too bad. An aerial threat, for sure. There were times where, you know, he was playing as a striker for us. And, you know, that was kind of last-ditch effort kind of things. However, mostly on the back line where he belonged, because great player on the back line for us. He ended up holding it down very well. Great captain for the club. I'll always appreciate what he did for the club. And, you know, it's just great to see. I'm going to go over some of his individual accomplishments with Nashville SC. Of course, he did play for FC Dallas and LAFC previously, and he, you know, had awards there and trophies there and all that. However, Nashville SC, he played with us from 2020 through 2025. And in those years, well, I'll say the years, but within those years, he had some individual awards as well as that U.S. Open Cup in 2025. He was an MLS All-Star in 2021, 2022, and 2023. Best 11 in 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. And MLS Defender of the Year in 2020 and 2021. Also, MLS All-Star and Best 11 in 2019 as well. However, he was not a Nashville SC player then. So I'll talk about that too because it's there. But great player. Sucks to see him go. And I will always appreciate what he did for the club. Warrior mentality. Great guy. And he will be missed. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Doing the outro again, of course. But I'm SNM, and adios.